games, comics, anime. Codenamed Epic.
Hi, this is Maestro Please from Codename Epic, and we are here doing a little walkthrough of the exhibition hall of PMX. So as you can see, PMX isn't all about anime. PMX has Japanese pop culture, and also like goth Lolita style clothing. Of course we have swords and stuff like that. But not only do they have swords and anime and Japanese pop culture, they also have stuffed animals, your usual grab bag filled with random stuff related to anime, as well as Korean dramas, which is something that sets it apart from the usual J-pop thing, because you don't usually see that much Korean drama stuff around here. Since we are talking about anime, which comes from Japan, there's also things that help people with cosplay, for example, wigs, clothing, personal art, and over here they also have really special prices. When I came here the first day, it was like $1 per manga, $3 for I think 2, and like $6 for 4. Hi, this is Maestro Please, and I'm here with this beautiful young lady, and she is dressed up as?
Yuna from Final Fantasy X.
Oh, that's nice. So any tips for the cosplayers today?
Just have a lot of fun and be safe.
So how long did it take to make this costume?
Not too long. Just a few months.
Oh, okay. How did cosplaying affect your life?
It's just a lot of fun, and it was something to do in my free time.
This is Kay of Codename Epic covering for PMX Express's Cosplay Corner. And I'm here with...
Chris.
Jesse.
And which characters are you cosplaying as?
The Green Hornet.
Kato from the Green Hornet.
Alright, so how long did it take you guys to get your costumes together?
3 months, I believe.
Yeah. This one, it only took me like the whole day because I pieced everything together. So it took a day because Kato was really easy to make.
Alright, cool. So how has cosplay or anime and, you know, your influences, how has it changed your life?
Oh man. Everything, I guess. I've been going here since 2000, and what changed my life was, I guess, being a fan. Once I'm a fan, it just, from there, I just kept making costumes, looking at, oh my god, it's just really just motivated just for the fan, I guess. I'm a really big fan of like all the characters, so it's kind of cool, you know? Yeah.
This is my first time at a con cosplaying.
Okay.
I love it.
Alright, anything in particular you've enjoyed so far?
Everything.
Alright, cool.
Hi, this is Maestro Please, and I'm here with this beautiful young lady who is cosplaying as...
Mai Shiranui from King of Fighters.
King of Fighters. Oh, I love that series. So what inspired you to make this cosplay?
My mother, actually. She bought the material, and she insisted she would make it for me.
So how long did it take to make this? This looks very elaborate.
I don't know how long it took her. Probably not that long, maybe like a week at the most.
So what did you think about PMX this year? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it?
Honestly, I just got here, so far I'm enjoying it. But yeah, I've been before, and I've always enjoyed it, so yeah.
So how do you think video games, anime, cosplay, how do you think it affected your life?
Well, that's hard to say. I mean, I don't know if it played a huge role in developing my character, my personality, but definitely as part of my childhood. I've been attending conventions since I was 12 and cosplaying for 12, 13 years. So, yeah, that's played a big part in my youth.
We are going into the PMX karaoke room, and you can see that it's not as packed today, but then there were a lot of people singing here yesterday, singing their hearts out to, J-rock, J-pop, some of their favorite animes. And now we have another group coming up right now, and this is where all these anime kids get to, scream their hearts out to their favorite songs.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did it make sense?
Hi, this is Maestro Please, and I am here with my friend here, Vincent, from the Catherine video game series. How long did it take to make this costume?
Surprisingly, only about a week or so. I went out to get the shirt, and all I had to do is print this on. I found the pants and jacket by myself. And I actually have Vince's boxers. I painted those, and I wore them last night, but I didn't wear them today. But yeah.
What are you going to do with your costume after the con?
I plan to bring it to the next convention, which is ALA. And yeah, I'm planning to do the horns too. I was going to do the horns for this con, but I didn't have time. But for ALA, next con, I'm going to try and get it done.
Oh, that's pretty funny, because I'm going to also try to dress up as Vincent when I go to the next con. Yeah. Yeah. We should totally have just a Catherine meetup sort of thing.
I know. I hope there's more Catherine cosplayers.
Yeah, there was an Orlando here yesterday.
Yes.
Anyways, so how did cosplay affect your life?
Pretty big. I've been cosplaying since 2007, which should be at this con. It was my first con in 2007, and ever since then I've been cosplaying, and it's part of my life now. I really like it.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Dancing Shinobi here with Codename Epic. By my side is Miss Stephanie Shea. Some of you may know her as Hinata from Naruto and Orihime from the show Bleach. You guys know what I'm talking about. So, Miss Stephanie Shea, you have a charity group going on that's helping raise awareness for the Japanese victims and the tsunami that happened a couple months ago. Can you tell our audience a little bit about it and how they might be able to get involved?
Yes. Should I hold the mic?
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, just the mic. Yes, the charity group is called We Heart Japan, and we raise awareness and money to help the victims of the earthquake and tsunami. And there's a bunch of stuff that people can do. In terms of us, we have thrown several events in the Los Angeles area geared toward anime fans, a lot of them being really cool and everyone different. Our first was a Meltdown at Meltdown Comics, was an art show and just general event. There was a voice actor signing a bunch of things. There was raffles. There was open bar. And that event was our biggest event. It was 7 days after the quake, and we raised over $13,000. Our next event was a really mini event. Was myself and Christina V. We had a karaoke night. So I think you paid $40, and it was a very intimate, 20 people only, kind of all karaoke together. It was a lot of fun. I got to get to know a lot of people, and I think people who went made friends, That's awesome. And our latest event was October 1st, and it was a live show. Mari Ijima, singer-songwriter, she sang a set for us. It was very lovely. And then we had Dan Southworth and TJ Rotolo, who have both worked on Power Rangers as stuntmen, and Dan was one of the Power Rangers. They had a demo, basically a live kind of fighting demo. They pulled an audience member up, taught him a routine, taught him what it was like to be a supervillain in a Japanese Sentai show. And then our closing act was the original cast from Cowboy Bebop, the American cast, along with the director. They were all on stage. They reunited, and they read an episode of Cowboy Bebop live. So we threw a bunch of events like that, and, we promote it on Twitter and Facebook. But other than that, we're at conventions, and we have a table here, and we're selling a bunch of stuff, and we had a panel. We had a raffle yesterday, and a lot of people won some cool things. And several conventions have actually done their charity auction through us. So basically, they've had a charity auction in a different state, and then when they're done, they've donated the money to us. And our charity group We Heart Japan is not technically a nonprofit. Basically, we collect the money through these activities and promotion and awareness in the community. And we donate it to an organization called JCIE, which is the Japan Center for International Exchange. They have a fund. Let's see if I can get this right. It's very, very long. It's the Japanese NGO Earthquake Relief and Recovery Fund, I think. Yeah, it was a mouthful. And that fund actually goes directly to nonprofit organizations in Japan who are helping with the relief efforts.
Cool. Fantastic. And how has the PMX Expo been this year as opposed to maybe the last couple of ones?
Well, I did come last year very briefly just for like a signing and a short panel, and this year it's a lot larger, so yeah, it's pretty cool, and nice. I mean, it's exciting. I think it's just growing and getting bigger, so. Fantastic.
Well, thank you very much. You guys just heard it. That was Stephanie Shea. I am Dancing Shinobi with Codename Epic. Check out the We Heart Japan. WeHeartJapan.com. Yes, WeHeartJapan.com.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yes.
Sorry, shameless plug.
Twitter and Facebook, right?
Yeah, the Twitter is We Heart Japan XO.
There you go, XO. All right, guys, we'll catch you another time. This is Dancing Shinobi signing out.
Hi, this is Maestro Please, and I am here at the Anime Icon booth. And what is Anime Icon?
Anime Icon is a newly convention that was established 2011. It just passed in July. It was at the fairgrounds. Basically we had a good run, and we took the whole fairgrounds, and we're going to be having our next con, which is a great thing for our first con, next year, June 8th, 9th, and 10th, and it's going to be in the Monterey area now, so yeah.
All right, so what is this? What do you have set up at this booth here? I see the Roll of Destiny.
Oh, the Roll of Destiny. Well, basically what it is people would actually come to our booth, and they would choose a dice. The colors actually determine the personality of the person, the symbolism behind the colors. Like some of your group came and actually rolled and won some prizes, especially a weekend pass to our convention, which good for.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. One of our cameramen was able to roll and was able to pick out of this little jar right here a free admission to all 3 days of Anime Icon. So you never know what you're going to run into in these conventions. You might get a free admission. You might get a lollipop. I got a lollipop.
T-shirts. Hey, we had a lot of different things. We had even some artworks, which we ran out. We had so much different things here. But, it was so busy here. It was, unbelievable. But it was really cool to see what was all around here, because I've actually never went to a convention which catered to the cosplay, really, as the majority. But yeah.
I'm Kay from Codename Epic, here with
Dave.
And which character are you cosplaying today?
I am Commander Amuro from the Fooly Cooly series.
All right. So how long did it take you to get this very nice cosplay together?
42 minutes.
Oh, okay. So, obviously it didn't take you as long as everyone else, but it still looks good. And what's your favorite anime, and how has anime changed your life?
Oh man, it's very hard to express my favorite anime, but the one that gave me the strongest impact, that just made me screaming toward the genre, was obviously Fooly Cooly. I was 13 years old, I had insomnia, and it was on Adult Swim, and it was like cocaine in the form of cartoon, and I needed more. And more. And then I just learned about what is Fooly Cooly. It's an anime. And then from then on, I just couldn't get enough.
And how are you enjoying your experiences here at PMX so far?
Oh, dude, I've already met 3 people. 4 of you. I'm counting you.
Well, it's nice to meet you. Mm-hmm. And do you have any advice for future cosplayers?
Well, prepare the night before. I was glad I gave my costume a test shot the night before. It took me about 2 hours to get it back because there's problems happening in the wig. Yeah, just plan ahead.
This is Jin with Codename Epic, and we are here with Christine Choi, one of our favorite cosplayers. We've seen almost every con we've gone to at this point. So, who are you cosplaying today?
Hi, I'm cosplaying Amamiya Ushio from the manga Gentleman's Alliance Cross.
Cool. So, how long did it take you to make this costume?
Not as long as I thought it would, because now I finally have a sewing machine. Yay! This is my first costume I ever used a sewing machine on, so I was kind of testing things out. But it took maybe 2-3 weeks. Pretty good. Pretty good.
2-3 weeks. So do you have any advice for like cosplayers that want to use it as their own cosplay, I guess you could say?
I don't really know what I'm doing, so I do like I go to YouTube a lot, I go to Google a lot, I try to read up on a lot of different things to try to figure out how to put together a costume like this. But I just keep testing things out, and I just keep trying a lot of different methods until it kind of comes together.
All right, what do you get when you get a pretzel and make it straight and dip it in chocolate? You get, my friend, Pocky. They have an entire room dedicated to Pocky here at PMX. For $5, you can be able to go in here, eat as much Pocky as you want, try all the different flavors of Pocky in the world, and get a free box along with some Ramune also. They also have Pocky Pong, kind of like the candy version of beer pong, and the more ping pong balls you get inside, the more prizes you get, which would usually be a free box of Pocky or a free Ramune. Currently, today though, they have their own silent auction in order to help raise money for the mangaka back in Japan. And these are some great original designs drawn by original mangaka. Now, this is a silent auction, though, so they're writing down their bids right over here.
You'll figure it out. Objection!
So, hi, this is my show, please, and we are here with Edgeworth and Phoenix Wright from the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney series. How long did it take to make this cosplay?
Well, it took about 10 minutes to order it online. Yes, except yours as well. Yeah, you don't have any money. You're a deadbeat hobo. Okay. Well, that's mostly true, but to be fair, the tie I actually did make is just a piece of pink ribbon that I tied around to look like a tie, and then everything else I stole / borrowed / mooched off of Edgeworth here.
So,
Absolutely correct.
So, what inspired you to be Edgeworth and Phoenix Wright?
Well, no one else does these costumes, which is quite a pity because we are the best video game characters out there. I felt like I wanted to do Phoenix Wright because there's a lot of games, and I think there's even a live-action movie coming out soon with Phoenix Wright, so it seems like a good time.
So, are you excited about Phoenix Wright's appearance in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
Oh yeah, I've been practicing, I've been brawling with Edgeworth here, and he keeps knocking me down, but as long as you keep trying, then yeah, I know I'm going to do great. Don't you know that you can't injure people by pointing at them? I've poked at quite a few eyes in my day. You know, not usually on purpose, but I know you just send Maya out to do it for you. I've seen the trailer. It's called an assist character, thank you very much, and that doesn't mean that she does all the fighting for me, although just she does, yeah, just most of it.
So now a little deeper question. How does Phoenix Wright affect you as a person?
As a person? Do you mean how does Miles Edgeworth affect me as a person?
Or Miles Edgeworth?
Well, see, Miles Edgeworth, myself, is the pinnacle of a British gentleman. See, I dress cleanly, I speak cleanly. I am just the perfect person. Therefore, I make myself more perfect by dressing as myself. You see what I have to put up with all the time? Well, me personally, the number of times I've yelled objection has definitely increased, so I say the frequency of yelling objection is definitely the biggest impact on my life. So now, walk into a room, yell objection, and they may not understand what I'm saying, but at least, you know, it's fun. It's a lot of fun to do that. More people yell objection at you. You know, yeah, I rest my case.
Hi, this is Maestro, please, and I am here with
Vixen.
And
Kent.
And they are in this booth. And what are you guys selling in this booth? What is this?
Well, Kent and I are from the TV show The Amazing Race. It was on CBS, so we got to run it twice. We were on in 2008 and just on the All-Star season this year. So we're adventuring kids that run around the world and have a lot of fun. And our final destination is PMX.
On the show, we got to visit many amazing Asian countries. Went through Japan, many parts of China, Taiwan. Yes, it's great to be here at PMX and see all of the music, fashion, the Asian pop culture. This is truly one of our favorite conventions.
I like how you have this gothic beauty. What's all this gothic beauty about?
Yes, the Gothic Beauty magazine is an amazing publication here in the U.S. It covers fashion, music, art, lifestyle, and we have been here at the table today, been offering the latest issue.
Well, we model for them and write for them, so we're in them too. And one of the issues, the one he's holding up, we actually wrote an article on PMX for last year's event. So we cover it and we attend it and we love it. We have all this fun. Yeah, what is all the fun stuff? It's all different brands that we model for and designer friends of ours and things like that. So we just like to bring colorful, fun stuff.
Yeah, it must have been very interesting, like, to have this table. Like, obviously, you guys are into the goth fashion line, and one of our guests of honor that was here, Atelier Perot or something like that. Yes, they have their own gothic line, like, selling around here too.
Yes.
So, any thoughts on that?
We had a chance to check out their fashion show, and their gothic designs were just incredible. There were cage skirts, pirate hats. It was remarkable, and they've had a boutique going all weekend so that fans can try on and purchase these fashions as well.
They would recognize me not from voice acting at the comic book store, but from anime TV. They'd be like, oh my gosh. But it's never like, oh my gosh, you're Christina B. It's like, oh my gosh, how is Johnny? How is Johnny on Bosch doing? What's he like? And I think I got recognized at Subway once. I'm sorry, I'm messing with my heel because I got my toe stuck in my shoe. So that's what's going on down here. But yeah, I've been recognized there, and I think the first time that I was recognized in public was at a convention at Anime Expo before I started doing my voice acting, and it was because of my YouTube channel. And that was really interesting. It was really fun. She was so excited. I was like, if there's like a long scream in an anime, you'll do it last. And in fighting games, definitely you do all the fighting noises last. Unless the entire fighting game is fighting noises, then it's kind of like, tough, go with it, you know? But there's different techniques you can use, definitely using your diaphragm and not clenching your throat. And there's a particular way that you can scream without really screaming that Tony Oliver showed me. So that's been really helpful. Yeah. But sometimes you just have to play this as Noelle, but it's because I would have played as her anyways, because I like the characters who are like Chun-Li, like light on their feet and lots of flippy and stuff. So I played Noelle, but I used to also play a lot with New in the first place with because she's awesome. All I had to do was like twirl like the left trigger. It's like and you'd be like, you're so good, Christina, I can't believe it. It's like, yeah. So when I got Continuum Shift, I was really sad to see that not only was New, I think she was completely gone from the game. Yeah, so she was so nerfed. So, and not only that, but they took off like the trigger buttons, and I was like, what? So I don't play Continuum Shift in public. Really, it was for me the whole time, or? Yeah. Oh.
The cake is alive.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's her cake.
Thank you so much. I've never been given.
Show everybody.
Extra. I'll show you guys right now.
Yeah.
I gotta take a picture out of the excitement.
Okay. Well, now that cake is up there, I'm just like, what's the most obscure present you've got?
No pun intended, but I think this. I don't even want to say it.
Just say it. Just say it.
This is the cake. Really, I got some really amazing things like I love like fan art that people give me. And like letters, some people have written me letters before, and I've gotten at a convention, it was near my birthday, or the convention was during my birthday, so I got to celebrate with Chris Smith and John St. John, and Dom from Gears of War, he was there. And Bing, it was just an amazing convention guest list over there, but I got like little presents, like little Pikachu toys, and I got like 3 Neo figures that weekend. I was like, oh my gosh. Those are my room. And I do keep like everything that people give me. This I'll probably have to eat. But I usually, I'll put this in there. I have like a binder, a folder of things that I put all my fan art in and letters and stuff. Or when I'm having like a discouraging day, I'm not feeling so good, I go to the folder and I'm like, that was fun, oh, that's awesome, yeah, cool. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, feel free.
Awesome. Wow, that is holy. This smells great. It smells sweet.
Smells great.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
Things are my core into doing any kind of voiceover work. One, where you've been working so hard, and especially anime, you know, you have to, the time code, and it's the lip flap and the whole thing, and then you're just exhausted and you get the giggles. Horrible, there's no getting Sherry out of it, and then there's always one word or one name in the script that I cannot say for the life of me, and it's like every other line. Those are my horror stories.
Okay, I have two. One, I think I did 47 takes on the word brewery because I didn't realize I had trouble saying R's until that word. So that was really frustrating. And the only other ridiculous thing I had, I used to do a character Strawberry Shortcake, but I did her on records and personal appearances as this thing years ago. And so I did a lot of talking and singing on these children's records. One night on David Letterman, he says, "This is the worst thing I have ever heard someone sing. You won't believe how high this person goes." And he holds up my Strawberry Shortcake record. Oh! And he puts on me doing New York, New York in a sound only dogs could hear. That was me.
I have one. There was an episode when when Ryoko sang a sort of a rock tune. And I don't remember what it was, but of course in the Japanese episode, Orikata sang it. And they translated it into English, and this was when Tenchi, in the early episodes when Tenchi was still produced by Pioneer, I know, and our Japanese producer, what was her name? Miyoko Miura.
We had a lot of them.
Yeah, Miyoko really wanted me to sing it because she wanted it in the same voice as the speaking voice, and I told Miyoko I can't sing. And she said, "Oh, of course you can sing. You can speak. You know, you're a good talker. Of course you can sing." And I said, "Well, I can carry a tune, you know, but I can't sing a rock song. You have to be a really good singer to do rock." And she gave me the song, and she insisted that I sing it. She sent me home and told me to practice, and I did. I went home and I practiced, and in the shower I was superb. I was terrified, and I knew I really couldn't do it. And you know, they pay for studio time. That's one of the biggest expenses in these productions. And I made everybody sit at the other side where they couldn't see me, and then I moved the mic back behind the wall so that nobody could see me. And I really tried, but I could just feel them over there laughing. It was the worst embarrassment I've ever felt in my life. And they let me get about halfway through the song. And then they believed me.
It's really funny when we do voice work. Usually we don't even know the difference. It's like, oh, I was in the movie. I didn't even know that.
Honestly, you just get the script right there with your lines, and I have no idea what any other character's doing, what the story's about. Occasionally they'll say, "You're really scared right now," and I'm like, "Oh, okay," you know. So it's that much of the working in the dark, you know, continually.
You always consider yourself lucky if somebody else has recorded their tracks before you, so that at least you get to act with somebody else's voice, and then you have a kind of a better idea of what's going on. If you're the first one to record that scene, you're kind of flying blind. Likewise, or when Matt or somebody else, anybody else. You know, I was always thrilled to have somebody else to act with. Otherwise, you're acting by yourself, and you have to hope that the director at least has pretty good idea of what's going on.
I just want to say I've seen Real Steel 5 times and it just keeps getting better. What did you think in the movie when at the final arena there was a Gundam statue, a statue stylized like a Gundam, a tribute to Gundam's influence on the movie?
自分は5回もリアルスチールを見て毎回見るたびによりよくなってると思います。シーンの中でファイティングアリーナの鉄柱がですねガンダムへのリスペクトでガンダム型の支柱になってるんですけれどそれについてはどのように思われますか？
あれかな入り口付近に置いてありましたね。
Is that the one at the entrance?
Yeah, yeah.
あ、僕もあれを見てガンダムだなと思って。
Yeah, I thought that one reminds me of Gundam too.
The earlier concept art was much more Gundam and they toned it down for final.
一番最初のコンセプトアートではもっとはっきりガンダムだったんですけど、実際に映画化するにあたって少しこう緩めぼかされたそうです。
そうです。それは残念。
Wow, really?
リアルスチールできればもっとロボット大きい方が良かったですよね。戦うのね。
I regret that what tone was toned down, but I hope in Real Steel had it been maybe a bigger robot, that might be more interesting.
意外と人間3メートルぐらい。
It's about 3 meters high, about a little bit bigger than human size, but not really giant robots.
ただちょっとそのアメリカでも今度すごい巨大ロボットの映画が作られているという噂を聞いているので楽しみにしています。
I'm hearing that there's a rumor going on that there's a giant robot movie currently under the production in the United States as well. Just a rumor I heard. So I look forward to it.
Do you feel there's a market for more realistic, smaller scale mecha designs as far as shows and toy marketing, such as say photons, et cetera, et cetera?
例えばボトムズのように、in the United States market you're talking about? Or in
the United States, I think it's actually proved that it can sustain itself enough in Japan.
もう日本ではすでに発展してるんで、アメリカのマーケットで例えばこういったもっと小さな、ダイキャストのメカものであるとか、ボトムスであるとか、そういったものにもっとチャンスがあると思いますか？
そうですね。友達のボトムズの名前なんでしょ。はい。ああいう方が僕アメリカマーケット向けだなとなんか思ってます。デザインとして。
Especially since you did point out the bottoms. Design-wise, I think the bottoms type of design is more tolerated by the customers here in the States.
もしああいった感じのロボットが活躍するような作品があれば、そういうそのダイキャストの素材とかも使って商品化をしてみたいと思います。
If ever the series was being made, produced in the States that utilizes the mecha such as like the bottoms design, then I feel there's a big possibility and definitely like to try the diecast model with that. Does it answer questions?
Thank you very much.
Anybody else?
Yeah, about 12 minutes.
Among your designing peers, both in Japan and overseas, who do you admire the most? And among the younger generation, who do you think has a lot of promise?
一緒にお仕事をしている中で、どなたをすごいなというふうに感じられますか？また若手の中ではどなたをお勧めしますか？
おお、難しい質問ですね。まず、社会人の、マナーとして今川さんはすごいと思います。
Okay. First of all, as a just general person who is working, I think the manner of the director Imagawa is superb.
今川さんは、ご自分のパネルでもお話しされていたようにアニメーションを作るという、シチュエーションすごいいろんな条件が山積みされてしまうのですけれども、その中においても自分でやりたいことをちゃんとこの筋道を立てて達成されることはすごく尊敬しています。
As he have talked during his panel, Imagawa-san, when he's creating the animation, there's a lot of restrictions placed upon him that something he has to clear, and yet he would accomplish what he really wants within that restriction and then actually make it come true. So I really respect him for that.
もう一人別の方を名前を挙げるとすれば、僕がバンダイに入るきっかけ、もしくはこのおもちゃデザインという道に入ろうと思ったきっかけを作ってくれた村上勝志さんです。勝志さん。
One more person, Katsushi Murakami Katsushi. He is the reason why I have decided to work for the Bandai and then start get involved with this design works.
最初にその超合金マジンガ Z を作られた方です。
He is the original designer of the 超合金マジンガ Z.
数々の超合金のロボット、その大鉄人ワンセブンであり、ダルタニアスであり、オライオンであり、オライオンボルトはそうですね。ペイバレットロボット、合体ロボットシステムを最初に作った方です。
He's the one who had created all of those favorite combined robot series of the Iron Man's 1-7 and the Daltanius, Voltron, and
Raiding.
All of those early series. He's the one designer who have did all those. So I really respect him.
若い人はちょっとわかりません。
To choose someone who is good among the younger designer.
I mean, console gaming room, and this is where everyone gets to relive those experiences of playing those really, really old games like Brawl, Power Stone, Capcom vs. SNK, Super Street Fighter 4, Child of Eden. Currently today there is a Street Fighter 4 tournament going on today, but yesterday and the day before there were tournaments in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Modern Warfare 3. So a lot of people come here just to relax, kick each other's asses in games, and maybe find new bitter rivals to go against. I certainly did.
So, this is Maestro Please.
This is Jin.
This is Kay.
This is Kirby Kid.
And this has been Codename Epic at PMX 2011.
So, how do you feel?
Wait, I was wrapped up in
Okay.
Don't walk here, everyone. I will do a dance here so you guys don't interfere. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh my god. This is Kay, and we're here at PMX. Thank you for everything, and I don't know what the hell to say.
High five. High five. Done. Yeah. You earned it. It's delayed. You just paid for money.
Yeah, come on in. Codename Epic panel.
Come on,
If you want to
guys.
go down in.
Does anyone care about us?
Visit our website. Free nothing.
We have
We're not
free
even
seats.
famous yet.
Free seats, open house.
We are
Free
on.
seats.
Open house.
You can ask us anything. It's our roast panel.
Go ahead.
roast panel.
Richard Empire.
Oh my
The
god.
roast of the sunflower.
Oh my
loves to do
god.
things from
That
the
was
behind
a
to
roast.
front. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Come on in.
Come on in. Yeah, I see you in that May dress.
They're just walking away.
Come on, Amanda.
It's okay.
Oh, no, actually, one of the most memorable things, other than Richard Epcar's roast, was
We have our own panel. Come on in.
yesterday.
We have our own panel. Ask us things, Eileen. Oh my god. Okay. Codename Epic?
Yes.
I have a question. Really? Yeah. Why are you guys so epic?
Well.
Well.
Another code name given to us by the government.
Yes, the government and our gods.
Our God.
Yes,
The God of
Yeah, we're basically saying codename Epic is polytheistic. I was gonna say polytheistic.
We're actually
I was like,
Normal.
nope, that's the wrong thing.
We have a photographer.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi,
It's like,
Alvin.
when did Komamura's like Shikai or Bankai thing had fired.
Yeah, when did he get fired?
When did he get fired?
I don't know. I read up on it. It's like they took some kind of a different form than what they actually are. I don't know why the hell they.
Hey, do you want to come up here and stand and be like background?
What?
We are so background characters in our own town.
I got one shot in my own sword.
Just go on the homepage right here. We'll be on our homepage. Okay, you guys want this thing?
He's so.
Yeah, we're
gonna have an entire reel of we're not definitely not putting it.
And then slowly walk behind them, just like
yes, float.
Like a chain of
Welcome back to make sure you're in the frame.
What?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, where did you get this? Pocket? Was that in the pocket room? Like for $1?
I don't know. Someone put it up here, and I thought it was awesome.
Oh, 100 was up here.
Oh, it was pretty cool. Here, do you want to come up and talk about how you gave us Pocky?
No, I think you already said it.
You're awesome. You were awesome. What's your name? What's your name? Say it again. Everyone shut up. Okay. Say it again.
Marissa?
Marissa, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Delicious, right?
Thanks for.
It's funny. Me and Justin went into the hockey room, and we were inside, and I was like doing this whole like. I don't know, Anderson Cooper status walk around. I'm just like, it was like, and that's how the cookie crumbles.
Audience, say hi, cheer.
I'm not wearing this. Gotta catch 'em all. I'm heard to pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Hold and gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
This is my show, please, from Codename Epic. Is there any questions out here in the audience?
Okay, how did you feel about this past PMX? If you attended last year, how do you compare both years?
Actually, for me, this is my first time here at PMX, and I consider it to be a very awesome time, meeting so many awesome people. Now, here's Kirby Kid.
I lived in this room the whole weekend, covering press events and
Covering panels.
PMX too.
You look at the video.
I met Komamura and all y'all, so that was good.
What's up?
Alright, and on to Special K.
Is there something there?
Special K, I'm officially.
Was it for me?
Okay. Well, the last time I went to a PMX was back in 2005 or 2006, whichever year that was, when Full Metal Alchemist was on the cover of the program guide. And I was a stupid kid back then, so obviously this experience was a whole lot better than that time. And here's Jin. There you go. Yeah, first thing you do is start laughing. That's great.
I'm just like, wow, right now. My head's blown. But,
you're right.
How many brain cells do you have right now?
No,
Like
0.
okay.
Anyway, so for the most part, thanks. Okay, so for the most part, this is actually my first PMX ever. So I've always heard about it, and I was just like, oh, I'll go next year, I'll go next year, I'll go next year, and I was like, oh yeah. I'll do it tomorrow, or something. I'll
tomorrow turns into next month. Next month turns next year.
Exactly. Yeah. So this was a very fun experience. I mean, it was really hectic. Just going all around, getting everyone's interviews and all this other stuff, all these different panels, working with other people, and yeah, like we met so many new people. It's ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna probably forget like half of those names right now. But
start name dropping. Name dropping. Who do you meet?
Name dropping? Yeah, like all the people I've met? Well, Black Chan. There's some people I will always remember.
I knew I was on his mind.
Yeah.
Think about me.
But like, there are people I will never forget for sure. Like all the staffers here, they've been so great. We love everyone. Yeah. That's really
Fuck it! Oh, damn.
No. I say Codename, you say Epic. Codename Epic!